And that God is your own wonderful human imagination. So when you say, I am, that's God. There is no other God. He literally became as we are. Our every breath is the breath of God. But he does not in any way interfere with this level of awareness and compel us to be good, compel us to be kind, compel us to be anything. We can exercise the talent, no matter what mistakes we make, what horrors we make in this world, and we have done it, and are still doing it in this world. And who suffers? Only God suffers. But he has no other name. It's not Jehovah, it's not the Lord, it's not Jesus. It is simply I am. That is the Father. And so I'm telling you tonight, if you really believe it, you can start now, this night, and change the world in which you live. Start with your own environment. What would it be like if it were true that I am now the man that I would like to be, or the woman that I'd like to be? And then simply define it as clearly, for the word potter simply means to mold into a form. The first definition is imagination. It means to resolve. It means to determine. So you're determining a certain state in your world. A resolution now. I resolve to be, and you name it. Not based upon the evidence of your senses or what reason dictates, but a wish on your part. As we are told in Shakespeare, it hath been taught us from the primal state that he which is was wished until he were. And so, he is now a reality in my world. He began only as a wish. I am the man I wanted to be. It began as a wish. My father became the success that he was when he departed this world. It began as a wish. He didn't have one penny in this world. He went to a school, and what do you think the charges were? A penny a week. The British penny being 2 cents. It was 2 halfpennies, 1 penny. A penny a week. And many a week, his father being a very, very heavy drinker, couldn't find the penny to pay that fabulous scholastic fee. But he came out and started without a decent education, but he had a dream. And he always had the dream. And when he was toppled from a small little partnership, 2 of my brothers went to see the 3 men who actually maneuvered the entire thing. And they asked, why? What happened to Daddy? Why did this thing happen? You know what one of them said to my 2 brothers? You Goddard throw your hat too high. Well, you can't throw it high enough, may I tell you. Who in this world is more entitled to any exalted state than you, when housed within you is the only God? So they said, you Goddards throw your hat too high. He wanted us to always remain based upon the level where my parents began in this world. That was not my father's dream. So the partners all died working for other people at small little salaries. And my father died working only for himself and his son at the age of 85, and left 10 children, each financially independent. So they threw the hat too high, did he? If he had lived longer, he'd have thrown it even higher. That was my father's dream. So do not let anyone tell you to be satisfied with this, that, or the other. It is the God in you that gives you desire. You wouldn't eat tonight if you didn't have a desire. And who is desiring? It is God desiring. Desiring constantly to transcend himself. And so tonight, you dream noble dreams. I am telling you, those who are coming here, and those who have been coming through the years, New York, San Francisco, and elsewhere, You're now beginning to really come into a head to awaken to the truth that I have been telling you through the years, that you're going to discover that you are God the Father. Thou art our Father, yet our potter, and we are the clay in thy hand. The day will come you'll discover why he calls us the clay. We are emotional filters, and we bear the marks of our prevalent emotions, and he allows these marks, good, bad, or indifferent. He does not in any way dictate what I should entertain as a thought. All right, entertain it. So I want to feel sorry for myself and go out and eat worms. Go and eat the worms. Have some more. That's exactly what he does to all of us. No compassion whatsoever. Not to think for one moment that he's going to stop you in the act. He allows you to completely run your own world, as it were, and make all the mistakes in the world. Thou hast delivered us into our iniquity. And the word deliver in Greek, in Hebrew, and in Latin means to melt. He has melted us and melted us into our iniquity. So we are so much a part of it, we can't even separate ourselves from these infirmities. He allows us to be delivered right into our iniquities, as told us in the 64th chapter of the book of Isaiah. Read it carefully, and you'll see this vision that possessed these men who were qualified to hear from the depths of their own souls. But they heard it as adumbrations. And then came the understanding of these shadows, these foreshadowings. And the day will come that everyone in this world will discover he is God the Father. And because he is the Father, then there must be a Son. And that Son is David. David is the Christ, spoken of in Scripture, but man doesn't know that yet. I am telling you from experience, I know it. And one day you're going to actually see the Christ who reveals you as the Lord, who is the Father.